What's going on?
There he is. Hey, Coach, congratulations on the announcement yesterday.
Appreciate
We'll
it.
go ahead and open up for questions. We got Bob Osmussen leading off, and then we'll go right down the line here.
I gotta get my mute off. Sorry about that. Coach, I know you don't get into coaching for money purposes or whatever, but seeing that number out there, that's gonna be pretty thrilling. Tell me the word. When you guys came to a number, how'd you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, I was humbled. You know what I mean? It's obviously feels good to be. You work really hard at your job. You put a lot of time and effort into it, and to be appreciated for the work that you've done at a place that you are happy at is a feeling that you can't really put into words, and it's something that doesn't happen a whole lot in this profession. So just like I said in my statement, I appreciate the community, their support. I appreciate the staff. I appreciate the opportunity, and I knew I was going to be happy coming to Champaign, and I didn't know it was going to happen this fast, and I didn't know I was going to be this happy.
Did you expect other schools to come after you?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We're playing good football right now on defense. We've got a great staff, and there are a lot of things out there right now. I think this is the most vacant jobs in the country at this time of year this far. So, we're playing hypotheticals, though. I don't really like to get into hypotheticals.
Thanks, Coach. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Ryan, you talked a lot about this coaching staff defensively and how much they go into this. I mean, there's a lot of guys in that room who have held high-level positions in Power Five football. Did you think when you guys first got together it was going to go this smoothly? And I would assume you guys challenge each other quite a bit in there. Like, I guess, are you surprised that it all meshed as well as it has 10 games into the season?
Throughout the interview process, I kind of had an idea it was going to be a special combination, just because, like I've been saying, there aren't any egos involved. I'm a confident guy, but I'm a no ego guy, and I think that's the same with Coach Boo. That's the same with Coach Kane. That's the same with Coach Henry. That's the same with Coach Jameson. I think it was smart from Coach B's perspective of getting those like-minded type individuals together that had the high football acumen. Coach B's got a phone list of guys that he could have called to come do this job and to come work in these positions. So I think it was strategic on his part, knowing the personalities, knowing the motives, and knowing the backgrounds of everybody, and to get us together, and it's worked really well. We're friends off the field. We're friends away from football now, and so it's easier to question and challenge your friends than it is somebody that you might not trust as much. So like I've been saying, it's been a collective effort, and I think this is just a reflection of that the closeness, the chemistry that we have in the defensive staff room.
There was a pretty significant outpouring of support for you from players and the staff members on social media. I'm guessing there was also something similar inside the Smith Center when this got announced. What was that moment like for you, Ryan, to see that full embrace for you and this opportunity for you?
I mean, it's been awesome. This is the best staff I've been a part of, and the culture here, like Coach B is special, man. Like, he really is. I think what kind of goes behind the scenes that not everybody gets to see and gets to witness every day. He has created a culture here that's all encompassing, and everybody feels like they're a part of everything. You know what I mean? And so just the outreach of support, and the genuine gratitude and congratulations has been awesome. It's been humbling. I don't know how else to describe it.
Thanks, Ryan. Congrats, man.
Yeah, no problem, Joey. Thanks.
Ryan, I'll echo the congratulations that are being offered, and ask you about this game, what you see with Iowa, and especially with some shuffling with who's behind center.
Yeah, again, thanks, Scott, for the congratulations. Iowa's a they're a top 20 team. You know, this is just another Big Ten quality opponent. You know, no matter who's back there at quarterback, the system doesn't really change. They are who they are. That's kind of been, you know, Coach Ferentz's mode of operation on both sides of the ball. Like, they are who they are, right? And they've been who they've been, and they kind of stick with that. You know, the offensive line works really well together. I think this is the best center that we've seen up to this point. You talk about being athletic, having strong hands, knowing the system, operating the system, and getting guys in the right spot and identifying who to target. He's as good as they get. They're quick and athletic across the board. Not as big as we've seen in recent weeks, but definitely probably quicker on their feet. Obviously, Iowa's got tight ends. They always have. 84 is their guy. You know, he does everything. He can run block just as well as he can stretch the field in the pass game. 85 is another bigger guy, younger guy that does well in the run game. Number 15 is a talented back. Both when you hand the ball off to him and when he catches the ball out of the backfield, you see him be targeted some on those third downs. They got quality wide receivers that they trust. They can go stretch the field and come up with the ball and make plays. And then they ask their quarterback to do what their quarterback can do. And I think that they're smart in terms of their play calls. Obviously, they want to establish the run game. So you're going to see 12 personnel. You're going to see 21. You'll see two back sets. You know, very similar to Wisconsin and Minnesota for that matter. So we got to be ready for another 4-quarter physical matchup and can't fall asleep on the back end because they will stretch you down the field. And then we got to be smart with our leverage and knowing where our help is on third downs because they got some concepts to try to get guys open, how to move the chains.
How much of the game plan could you get installed, or did you have to wait until this past Saturday?
You know, we got a lot of the early downs sort of taken care of. Obviously, you know, our previous bye week was a little bit different because they also had a bye. So there was no extra film to add in this week. You know, with the Minnesota game, we're going to take a lot of stock into that game, especially with the quarterback that was playing. You know, so we didn't want to dive into maybe some of the checks or the designers of the week until after we saw what would happen on Saturday, especially with some of your situational football calls and game plans. So now that, you know, we treated today like it's a normal Monday. You know, met his defensive staff, talked about the keys to victory, and are finishing up the early downs, and we'll get into third downs tonight.
Thanks a lot.
You got no problem, Scott?
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the extension. I know that means a lot for you and your family. You've still talked a ton about building Illinois defense and now recently with ID 131. What's it mean to you to be able to continue to build that in these future years?
It means a lot. You know, they came here to be a part of something special and to do something special. And I think this platform and the platform that Coach B has given us as a program is an opportunity to do so. So, you know, just the reassurance that we're headed in the right direction. Obviously, we have unfinished business, you know, these next couple of weeks to try to extend our season and play in a postseason play. But I'm happy to run it back, man.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, you mentioned there's no egos, whether it's my business, your business. It feels like that's pretty rare. So why do you think this staff, your defensive staff specifically, doesn't have that with all the experience you guys have?
I think because everybody's confident. You know, like usually egos come from guys that aren't innately confident, right? Like you have an ego because you don't want to lose your position or your status, right? And so I think when you got guys that are confident and comfortable in their own skin, like I'm not from day one, I wasn't looking behind my shoulder like, okay, is Coach Boo or Coach Kane trying to take me? No, that wasn't the case. It was like, okay, I'm confident, you're confident. Let's get the best product we can to try to help Illinois and to try to help Coach B. And do what we came to do here. And that's, we want to win championships. I don't know why you can't do that here. It's just the way this university is set up. You should be able to do that here. And so, the goal is to put the best product on the field on our side of the ball to give us a chance to do so.
And obviously, your goal eventually, I think you've said this before, is to be a head coach. Brett said he'd love to see you be a head coach, and you'll be one soon. What does this extension mean for you in that pursuit? That you'll be under Brett, you'll building this on your own, like kind of from scratch, as you guys said. What's this mean for you in your pursuit of that eventually?
Well, it means it's going to be hard to do anything other than that, right? Based on the contract. No, I'm teasing, but I said when I took the job here, like you look at Coach P's track record of defensive coordinators and what they've gone on to accomplish in their personal coaching endeavors. That was attractive to me, and I see why now. Coach P is very, very decisive on what he wants to do from a head coaching managerial standpoint, and he really has sort of taken me under his wing and showing me different things. I'm like, okay, as a head coach, you need to be thinking about X, Y, Z, or this situation pops up. These are the things you need to be thinking about, and it's lessons that I haven't learned yet, right? And so that to me has been super beneficial and something that you can't really put a price tag on. You got a guy that's won championships, done it at every level in different conferences, and now I get a chance to learn from him. To be able to take things that would fit me and my personality, and just on every aspect of running a program. So that was huge to me, and like I said, I just get to be able to take care of my family here in Champaign, and continue to build something that I think we're on the brink of something special here, with special people, and I'm excited to continue to work with the guys and continue to try to push this program in the right direction.
Thanks, Ryan. Congrats, man.
Thanks, Jeremy.